Whiskey Charlie, what's happening, man? Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Big Sarge, large and in charge of my one and only self. Today, y'all, I'm gonna have to use my headphones because I hear a little echo. My daughter's in the living room doing her thing, watching the movie. I'm gonna have to get my headphones for me. But anyhow, it's Grunt Speak. Speak Grunt. By Grunts for Grunts. Everybody welcome. Everybody cannot and will not be a member. All right, see you later, Whiskey Charlie. I guess you don't want to play no more. No, Whiskey Charlie look like he having some technical difficulty, so I'm guessing he'll be right back, of course. But you know what it is. It's Grunt Speak. By Grunts for Grunts. Everybody welcome, but everybody cannot or will not be a member. That's just what it is. So give me just a second to see what's going on with Whiskey Charlie as y'all listen to the sounds from ATX DJ Knox. Get to work, man. Get to work. That's all this song is talking about. It looked like I got Whiskey Charlie coming back. Let me check on that. Whiskey Charlie, you there with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to be sure we got Whiskey Charlie back. So like we were saying, man, it's Grunt Speak. By Grunts for Grunts. Everybody welcome. Everybody cannot or will not be a member. 11B, 11 Charlie. You know what it is. 0311 if you're in the Marine Corps too. You know what it do. That MOS identifier that identifies you. The Grunt brother that identify you. Who know what you've been through. Who was in the battles with you. That's the only way you truly turn blue. Is by brothers verifying you that they was on the battlefield with you, whether that would have been Conus or Oconus, because everybody didn't get to choose to go, whether they got to go to the battle or not, too. So that's how you become a true blue. Ooh.
Damn, you all right, Big Sarge? You over there down or what?
Yeah. I'm eating some potato chips here.
Yeah.
And I got some green jalapeno hot sauce on it, mixed with some Frank's Red Hots.
Ooh.
That's what I was eating before I started talking. So I never really had a drink, I guess. But anyhow, Grunt Speak by Grunts for Grunts. Everybody welcome. Everybody cannot or will not be a member. Public service announcement. This may not be for your kids, but it'll bless your kids if you let them hear what's said by the two men that's up under these lids, sharing something with about our lives and how we move forward in our lives. So that's it. Whiskey Charlie, what's been going on, man? How you doing?
You know, been doing pretty good. Just hanging in there. Went and picked up my brother yesterday. He flown down from Virginia down here to Texas to help me install some laminate flooring in my house. So, of course, you know me, always keep busy. Finding something to do, always remodeling, always doing something, you know, moving on to bigger and better things through life, whether it's home or whatever else it is, you know. So enjoying it though. You know, at the end of the day, and once I'm all done, when I finally decide I was going to retire, I can retire and don't have to worry about doing anything else.
It's pretty cool. Can you still hear me clearly?
Oh, roger that. Here's you loud and clear.
Can you hear the music or no? Is that not playing anymore?
I definitely can't hear that.
Oh, okay. That's all right. I don't think you guys can hear it most of the time anywhere, can you?
Every now and then I can hear pretty decent, but
I usually have it turned down. I just said that because tonight I put in my headphones, and I usually don't have my headphones on since I had relocated the office at one point in time. I'm more in the open area. So anyhow, that's that's pretty cool, you know. Doing what you got to do, doing what you have to do. You said something that was interesting to me. You used that word retiree, like to retire, and I don't even know what that really is sometimes. So what's your definition of retirement? And it's just so funny. I was talking to Code Name Z today. Shout out to Code Name Z, because you know what I did tonight, Whiskey Charlie?
What's that?
I did a 30-second post on Grunt Speaks about tuning in tonight at 20:30. Instead of
Yeah.
waiting to share it, I shared it an hour early.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I was talking to Codename Z, and he was talking about retiring and looking forward to getting, I lost you again. So I was talking to Codename Z. He was talking about retiring. I don't know what's going on with Whiskey Charlie's our connection right now. There we go. Hold on, we got him back.
We got back. We're back.
I
Don't worry.
mean, who's your combo guy?
It's me. You know, Infantry. We always talk about it. So I got the basics on it, so don't worry about that.
You need a new combo guy. But no, anyhow, man, I was talking to Z earlier, and he was talking about retiring, looking forward to his time over. And I heard you use that word retiring and looking forward to that day. And I just wanted to know, what does retirement look like for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does retirement look like for you? And as you're talking about that, I'll give you my perspective in a minute. I'll listen in.
Hey, Big Sorry. Right now, we both are, I think.
Say that again. Hold on, maybe I got boop 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 boop. I got you. Did you got me, Whiskey Charlie? I'm seeing you just fine. Somebody in the chat, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, because I can clearly see Whiskey Charlie, but it seems like I keep losing him. And I still see 5 people are live. So if you live right now, okay, you coming in from a totally different area, Whiskey Charlie. Hey, what's going on? Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure it out because I heard you talking and then you disappeared on me.
All right, cool. I learned something new. Thank you for us having to figure that out, because you can kick a guest from the studio.
That's it.
So we just
kicked Whiskey Charlie Jr. out then, huh?
Yeah, I just kicked out Whiskey Charlie Jr. But anyhow, thinking about the word you was just talking about, retirement, and I know you was talking about doing the things around the house that you normally do to make it get done for the family, because that's a huge part of you. And me being where I'm at in this stage of my life and figuring out, like, I'm just getting things right for me in a totally different way, to grow in a different way. So when I hear people say the word retirement, it's like, what does that mean for you? I was talking to Z today, and he was talking about just cannot wait to be done, with all the bullshit you deal with in the bureaucracy, you deal with in the military, like, just cannot wait to be done. And I remember having that feeling, and that's why I got out a little bit early. So in everyday life, what does retirement look like for you? Just a quick little synopsis or whatever. Yeah.
Look, I can tell you this much: it's never going to be a completely shut down unless I die. Retirement to me would be, right now I feel like it's 90% work, 90% work, 10% family. But retirement to me would be 10% work and then 90% family. So just swapping the two, and even finding, that extra time for even that family time, but also finding that time for myself, and my family. Right now, I feel like it's work, but you got to work. I got to explain to my daughter, she's only 5 years old, but I explained to her, you got to work before play. And then after you play, you still got to work, because there's cleanup afterwards. And then you've got to learn to make sure you get everything nice and tight afterwards, so that you can enjoy yourself even the next day.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I think it's different for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Some people figure out how to play while working, and some people take a more traditional route, the way we might have been raised. You know what I'm saying? To work, and we look at it as just as working, but working for what? Working to pay bills, working to be what somebody else says success is, because we kind of allow ourselves to be conformed to, just like the military. Like, turning blue was a big thing. You wasn't infantry until you did that 24-hour, 25-mile ruck march and the Eagle Run PT test and all that type of stuff, and then you turned blue. You know what I'm saying? You were conformed to become this certain way. And in life, I think a lot of times that happens too. So a lot of people work to pay bills, but they never really work on themselves. You know what I'm saying? You're going to break if you stop working. Well, yeah, you definitely want to keep the body moving. You got to be doing something. I guess I'm just looking at work from actually working a job point of view. That's all. That's all. But anyway, Whiskey Charlie, it was just a question I had. So before we really get into this, what's up, man? You know what time it is. It's that 1 minute win, 1 minute war. I need to know. Did you sleep or is you froze or what? Okay. Let me see here. Hey, man, give me a thumbs up out there if you can hear me clearly, because I know I keep losing Whiskey Charlie. I'm seeing what's going on in the chat and things like that, but I'm losing Whiskey Charlie. So, Krivos, if you out there, let me know if you hearing me clear. Thumbs up or something. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know what's going on between me and you, brother, and I ain't really for sure if it's
I know what it is. I know what it is, Big Sarge. I watch too much porn, man.
Hey, that's what it is. Because I just asked somebody to give me a thumbs up if they can hear me, Krivos, and I just seen the thumbs up here about a little eyeball thing or whatever it is.
Hey, way to go, you guys! Way to bash on me over here.
Hey, man, you said it. You said it, Grunt. We just giving you the high five. You know it's Thursdays. You like that?
Yeah. I'm kind of busy around this time.
Yeah, you like that.
Idle hands is pretty crazy.
The devil's workshop, so you got to work on something, huh?
They're still doing it.
Joe Sandoval say, Sutton, is that a douche flute?
Sandy Balls, what the fuck is douche flute?
Well, what is a douche flute? You gotta explain that one to me. What is a douche flute? Eventually, we gonna get into a show.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
Oh, is that a vape over there, Sutton?
Hey.
Babe, I hear you making noise. My wife is trying to come in like the enemy, Grunts. Got gooks in the wire. I got wives in the wire. I keep losing Whiskey Charlie. He keeps going in and out, so I got to talk about somebody.
Hey, there you go. Hey, look, it must be my Wi-Fi, man. Crazy shit going on here, man.
Kribo said, man, I thought I had bad Wi-Fi. In your defense, man, I can honestly say this is the first time it's happened this way for you. So, hey, Nova Lee. Hey, Nova Lee. Man, you know I love you, Grunt. Why is it that white America always want to put their babies out there naked all over everything? They just don't get a baby, no privacy.
Hey, Joe Sandy Balls, man. That's a robot dick, man. Leave me alone.
Man, anyhow, as I was saying, because now we probably about 20 minutes into the show. Not that that matters. That's just our flow, man. We having a fun time. What I wanted to talk about today, and I wanted you to think about today, as the title would say, at what point did you get it? Like, at what point did you get it? And earlier I was talking about being conformed to the infantry and doing the battle march and shoot, the 24 hours, so many missions, walking the 25 miles and turning blue. Like, let me turn this music down because I don't know if it's as loud to y'all as it is in my ear because I got these headphones in. But please let me turn that down.
Bye, baby. Bye.
So anyhow, the turning blue and all those things. Like, at what point did you get it that you knew, like, oh, okay, I can really do this? I can really do this infantry thing. I fit, because you know the infantry thing ain't nothing but a bunch of testosterone running around, ego smashing and trying to figure it out. Adrian, I'm a man, pick me. Like, it's one of those things. So, what point did you get it in the infantry and life and other things? But before you get to that, Whiskey Charlie, 1 minute win, 1 minute war, man. What's that thing that I what's that 1 minute win, 1 minute war, Whiskey Charlie? Hey, I got 2 thumbs up, and I'm believing that the people can hear me. I'm gonna have to talk
shit.
to y'all.
Cut me off guard here. 1 minute win, 1 minute war, man. I too much porn. You know that bitch is screaming and it drains the battery. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now,
bye.
Bye. 1 minute win, 1 minute war. I would
just bear with
I would
us.
say that yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
1 minute war. I would say that waking up.
Okay, say something. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you go ahead and kick this off, Sergeant Smith. I'm gonna see if I can find a different thing to work. Is this working now?
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Either way, I got it.
I can't hear shit.
All right.
I'm having a fucking comms issue over here. Fucking piece of shit.
Let's see if we get Whiskey Charlie back here in just a second. All right. So check this out. 1 minute win, 1 minute war. While we waiting on Whiskey Charlie to get back in, my friends. All right. So let me jump in the chat real quick. Thank you. First off, thank y'all, everybody, for coming in, tuning in, and bearing with us on today and jumping in on these Thursdays. Please make sure you comment down below. Make sure you share this video. Earlier, shout out to Krivos for tuning in. He said that internet is horrible. He thought he had bad Wi-Fi. Sandoval, thank you for texting in today, talking about the flu. Yeah. Vape, nope. And learn your chatcubulary. Okay, you got to elaborate on that one. I don't know what a chatcabulary is. Where did you get that baby? Yes, he definitely stole that baby. That is not his baby. I repeat, that is not his baby. Nova Lee. She is too pretty to be with Whiskey Charlie. And we lost him again, my friends. And anyhow, we're going to keep on moving right along, right? Being a licensed EMS provider, I have a duty to report, bro. Oh man, no, he good to go with that baby. Hey,
fuck this shit. Fucking piece of shit.
So right now, what I'm doing is I'm kind of doing a quick run through of the comments and everything, and jumping into the 1 minute win, 1 minute war. I think Akrivos had something, but I want to acknowledge him and Sandoval that's actually in the comments before we move on without it.
Big old sandy balls.
Hey, we was just touching on, he said you need to go get that baby back wherever you got it, and I didn't see anything.
Hey, I do what I want. Do what the fuck I want.
Yeah, code word for his sex life. Yep. All that 1 minute talk. All that 1 minute talk. Okay. I don't understand that part. All right, here we go. Akrivos 1 minute win, 1 minute war. He said, well, my uncle said I wouldn't make it, I had to prove him wrong. Now that's right there dope because I think I had a lot of that in my family, in my life myself, being a high school dropout, quitting the military, my first time going around and some other things. When people tell you what they think you cannot do, putting their fears and their worries on you, that puts you a little bit harder to go do what you got to do. You know, maybe it shouldn't be the thing that has to fuel you. I guess we should have that internal lion in us. But sometimes as men, we all like a good challenge. And when somebody say, what you cannot do? Yeah, I like to excel that through. That's dope.
Hey, what the
Jorge
fuck?
Sandoval, he baked higher than a giraffe. Who say? Unplug the USB power ditto whiskey 40. Whiskey 40. I don't know what's wrong with him over there, man. I don't know what's wrong with him today. And it's using too much power. Fifth Ward has bad service.
Man, hey, fuck that.
Like vocabulary, but used by chads. Okay. Don't ask, don't tell. You guys are getting the chat line. You guys are getting the chat like 5 minutes late. Yeah. What's up, Isaiah Curtis, Whiskey 46 Life? I mean, we could always shut it down and then come back and see what happens.
Hey,
you think
we're here now
for you? Oh, you said we're here now?
We're here now. I got this shit fixed.
All right, cool. So give me that 1 minute win, 1 minute war.
Oh, again, shit. I was hoping we could skip past this. No, hey.
Don't worry about it. That might be your war right there.
Yeah, hey. My war is just, I guess, more lately this week is just motivating myself to get up and get to fuck to work and then do what I need to do, man. I've been challenging myself all this week. I just feel like laying in a fucking bed, man. I don't feel like doing the goddamn thing. But I guess mentally it's just draining me. But I know at the end of the day that it's a lot more. I feel a hell lot better if I'm getting up and doing something than I am just laying in bed. I don't feel accomplished. I would say my war is just motivate myself this week. This week is motivation. I say win wise is tell my ass to get up because it may take me a few, but I'm finally getting up and doing something. But it takes me a little bit more to get motivated. I think I talked about last week. Drinking my 4 cups of coffee, my 2 energy drinks, and still not feeling anything. I still feel this, still doing the same thing, but hey, you know what? I still get by with the day. I still get done what I need to get done. It's just not as high and perky fucking ADHD Whiskey Charlie as everybody else knows me.
That's pretty dope, bro. That's pretty dope. My war is my war and my win, probably. Sutton, how's the pay? And ZZ Top these days. My war probably would be eating chips on camera. And my win would be eating chips on camera. My war would be dealing with this internet. My win would be the internet still coming through as we continue to talk and build upon this thing. My war would be dealing with family members and the care or what I believe they think about the things that I'm doing with my dad and him being in a skilled nursing facility with some long-term care things happening. My win would be successfully navigating through these waters and making sure that I complete the mission and get done what I need to get done. My war would be being who I think people want me to be as Big Sarge. You know what I'm saying? Not being who I need to be and really being a Big Sarge, being an NCO. But my win would be having that conversation with my best friend, my wife, and talking about things and overcoming things in my life. And then just hearing like, nah, for real, you know you got it. So go ahead and do you and be you. So my win would be actually stepping up to the plate and always, taking responsibility for what I'm doing and making sure that I find a way to get through, like whatever that is. And I like what you said earlier about retiring. I never see myself retiring because speaking is what I love to do. So I always want to do the things that I love. So my win is doing exactly what we're doing, but We all war with something every day, but it's about the win that changes your life. Anyhow, I know that was more than a minute, so I'm done. That might turn into the whole show one day. 1 minute win, 1 minute war. But yeah.
Hey, Tim said something down there, Big Sarge.
I got you. I'm like, Jackson in the ZZ Top. Okay, that's some jokes. Tim hit us with Dad had first treatment Tuesday. Rib pain is gone and back feels better. So far, so good. Hey, big shout out to you and your dad, Tim. I'm glad he's doing well and everything is working out, whatever he may have to go through.
Hey, Sandy Balls. Yeah, I do believe they do. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
They offer the 401k with them 40 versions after you get up there.
Hey, you're just jelly because your old naked bald face, man. You got that bird chest going on over there with those 2-3 hairs on your face.
So I know we're about 30 minutes into the show, and I want to be a respecter of time. And I want to be a respecter of time and attempt to stay on some type of format, but it's cool if we have fun. That's cool. The chat's is lighting up, so that's what's dope. But anyhow, at what point did you get it? And I'm usually talking about some current events or what's going on in the world right now. And one of the things that I wanted to close with was some current events. I'm not a huge basketball watcher, but I've been checking. Hey, Joe Dirty's in the building. Juliet Delta, tell us something, man.
Oh, just rocking it out. Figure I'd seen Sandy Balls on here talking shit, so I figured I could just come in and drop my nuts on them.
Rocking it out with your Charlie out?
Yeah, that's right. Enjoying life, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, baby.
Well, it's always good to have you tune in to the show, Joe Dirty. But you know what I really want to know, Joe Dirty? Are you even infantry? Why you replacing Whiskey Charlie? I need to know what your background is.
Well, I was gonna join, but see, I have a bad back. From all those fat bitches I've been fucking.
Now y'all hear this, Grunts? Joe Dirty, who we've been giving the praise and the homage to, he ain't even true blue. I don't know what you did with Whiskey Charlie. Hey, that's a Sutton right there.
What's up, everybody? Yeah.
What's going on? Country or Sutton, then country Sutton.
I'm the only normal one out the group.
I believe it too.
Actually, my second to youngest brother just got promoted to sergeant first class today.
Hey, that's all right. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. He'd make you drop and do push-ups?
Oh, no. The only push-ups I'm doing is pushing this beer into my mouth. And so it's a struggle some days.
Anyhow, I was talking about it. At what point did you get it? Right. Let me not be disrespectful. Let's see. Let me jump into these comments real quick. Okay, Sandoval says, I have pubes older and bigger than you, son. Haji's no 40 virgins. I'm not training anymore. From Tim. Joe Dirty, you mean ovaries, whiskey, fuck tart? I forgot what part that was. Let's see. Joe Sandoval, you've been banging fatties. Some things never change. Yeah, he outranks all three of us combined. And Isaiah Curtis, Justin, I'm pushing these beers in my mouth. Sarge, well, anyway. So anyhow, man, into the topic. At what point did you get it? And I know normally we'll be talking about some significant events, the hot details, to be on the lookout for, the stuff that's happening in the world. I was going to close that up with the Bucks winning an NBA championship. Now, mind you, I'm not a basketball fan. I don't really keep up with basketball like that, but I do keep up with what's happening in the world. It's just like the infantry. We don't keep up with everything that we don't know everything that's going on in supply and transport and all these other areas of the army, but we know what's going on in the army that affect us, right? So that's just topic. I'm a speaker. Everybody's talking about Chris Paul winning and Giannis Antetokounmpo or whoever won, right? Not whoever. Antetokounmpo, Giannis won a championship with the Bucks. And I went back and I seen a YouTube blurb excerpt that said Giannis pretty much was like, I don't need to go to no super teams or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Taking a shot at the super team. They made it like he was taking a shot at the super teams, i.e. maybe the LeBron James Miami, the Kevin Durant Oakland, and Kevin Durant Nets. He said, this is my city. I do what I do. I stay where I stay. And he talked about, he remembered when the city supported him back when it was like 5-16, when it was never winning. And he knew at that point that when he was losing, that it was going to take the hard work for him to get to the point that he was celebrating the win. So my question is, at what point did you get it? Was it a losing point in your life? Or is it a winning point in your life that you get it? Like, I fit in this infantry. I fit in this army. And in this thing in life, although it all happened to me, I get it and I know what I need to do. So hit that in the chat. Whiskey Charlie, that goes out to you too. At what point did you get it? And referencing, even if you're not a basketball player and you're not keeping up with Giannis, cool, I get that. I'm not a basketball player either. But as a man, he made a statement. When I was at my worst, when I was losing, these people supported me. They believed in me. And I understood it was bigger than doing the easy route. Although ESPN painted that narrative. So at what point did you get it, man?
I would say, I mean, is that just in life in general? At what point did I get it? Or like, are we going to we speak grunt here, and then we talk about at what point did I get it whenever it came to being in the military?
I'm glad you asked that, because in the description, you know how we go from the military and transition to life, because we want to move people forward. In the army, at what point did you get, okay, I can do this. This fits. Because when you first get in the army, they're telling you, you're not infantry till you turn blue. When you get to your unit, you're not infantry until you either been deployed or you in the National Guard like we was. You didn't did some ATs or something like that. Active duty, it was being in the field for 30 days and some things that I've done. So at what point did you get it in the army? And then what point did you get it? Or are you still figuring it out in life? Marriage, father, worker or business owner.
Yeah, I would say mine's like a 50-50 though on that though. I would say I'm a 50-50 on that. I'm still I figured I guess I would say I figured some of it out or it's helped me guide me through the military. It's helped me guide me. I would say going overseas was definitely it's where I started really understanding what I was actually getting myself into or what the military was. When I went overseas, actually going, of course, like you said, I was, National Guard. And then when you go into an active duty type situation and you're actually overseas, man, it's an eye opener for you on those situations. So, of course, I was able to bring that back with me from overseas. And, reality, of course, set in. And, I was blessed to come back, unlike some of our brothers and sisters, but come back and, start driving my dream, I guess I say with life, meeting my wife, having kids, have my own house. So I guess it all started when I went overseas, got back from overseas.
That's pretty dope. Hey, he said Kuwait isn't a deployment, Whiskey fucked her.
That boy is on one today. Hey, look, this is the same guy that now can get you what is he? He's a preacher that can also, get you married. What are those people called? I don't know what the hell they're called.
Not a clergyman. Wait, you talking about the person that gets you married?
Yeah,
that's usually a preacher or a pastor. What are you,
bro? Yeah, that's what Sandy Balls is one of those people right there that he can get you married.
A minister. There you go. Minister. Well, yeah, that's like the first level of it. A minister, I guess, and elders and pastors. Okay.
He also
He's
just
pretty
put his
raw though. He's
description.
like a minister, Dick. So he real with it.
Hey, look, but it's straight up right there. He's a minister dick. He ain't just a minister.
Need I remind you that this may not be for your kids, but it'll bless your kids if you just listen to the message and not judge the messenger. But I think for me, when I watched that video, for him to talk about, it would have been easy for him to go join a super team, take the easy way out just to get a championship. But it was the staying there during the losing time and going through the hard work and winning that he felt so much better. And knowing that even at my lowest time, I had the support of the people. And I think for me in the military, it was like transitioning from when I went active duty and didn't do it and went National Guard and meeting guys like Sifu, or when I was back at Alpha Company in Michigan, meeting guys like Kibbe and Thanel and Durant, and even guys like Specialist Lang, just like, yo, I can do this. I fit. You know what I'm saying? The Army is easy. Being in the infantry is just being like on a football team, just with guns. That's it to me. It's a bunch of camaraderie and boys being boys and talking shit, and that's it. So that part to me was easy. That was just fitting in. But then in life, I'm like you. Every day I'm still figuring that out. The reason I can say I got it now because in the Army, because that chapter of my life is closed. I have a beginning and an end for that chapter of my life, so I can say where I was and where I went to. But in life, I don't think I have it all figured out yet. I don't think I got it yet because I'm growing and I'm learning every day as a husband, as a father, as a speaker, as a friend, and all those things in life. So I think that's pretty interesting. But then it's like, well, how do you start narrowing it down? Like my wife was telling me, no, for real, for you, babe, go be you, go be Sarge. You just got to have something to put your hands to. So how do you narrow it down for you to ask yourself those questions? What do I want? How do I get it? And what does getting it look like? How do I know I'm at success? How do you know when you at success, Whiskey Charlie, for you?
Man, that's a good question. I really can't. I haven't reached it. I guess I haven't set myself up for that type of goal yet. I really couldn't give a solid answer on that. I mean, because success, I mean, it's opinionated to me. It's opinionated what everybody's success is. My success may be different from everybody else's, but with my success right now, again, I go back to the retirement and having that quality time and be able to support my family, which is one of the goals I had when I originally joined the military, is to be able to support my family without my wife having to work and be able to stay home with my kids, and that's what she's doing now, and be able to really support them without them having to stress. I mean, stress is it's a big, heavy weight on everybody's shoulder, and I don't want that on them. I'd rather it be all on me. So I guess some type of way, I guess you say the success would be is I've reached it, but at the same time, I want them to be able to go through school and have no worries about having to struggle. I mean, everybody has their own struggles. Everybody has their own, different struggles. Hey, you may be the best looking guy, or you may be the richest guy, but you're always going to have some type of struggle. So,
ain't that the truth?
Yeah. no matter what, you're going to have struggles and you're going to have your opportunities. So, my biggest thing is I just want to live life happy. That's success for me, is just be happy, just be who I am, and just keep riding this happy train I'm on.
That's what me and my wife was talking about yesterday. She was like, babe, sometimes I don't understand. You say you want things and then you get it. And then once you have it, it's just like it ain't good enough or it's not enough. I'm like, it's not that I'm not grateful for it, but I think for me, things don't mean anything. As a man, what I want is to make sure I'm putting that smile on my wife's face is that my kids really know I got their back for real, not just for what I could give them, but for me listening to their heart and me really being there for them and putting somebody really before what I think. But at the same time, discovering who you supposed to be as, at that purpose that you have as a man, because that's what your wife is looking to follow. You the leader of your pack. You know what I'm saying? So discovering that. But yeah, it's like I know I'm successful in a lot of areas in life, but I haven't all the way got it, because every day you're here, you still learning and you still growing, and hopefully you know something today that you didn't know yesterday, if you want to continue to reach different levels of success for yourself, not for what nobody else say.
Yeah,
it was
that's just true.
it was like you talked about last week, where we talked briefly about land nav. Like, you wasn't successful at land nav unless you continue to do it for yourself. And it's like, at what point did you get it? Well, I don't know when I got it. I can't say I was walking through this point at this day, but I remember having that aha moment. But it was only because maybe I was getting ready to go to Iraq. Maybe I was getting ready to deploy. So it wasn't like when I was in regular National Guard and I only did land nav once every year, because that ain't something I'm doing at home. But when I got ready to deploy and I was doing land nav every day for about 2 weeks, and I was learning the Blue Force Tracker then that made it easier for me. And I'm like, oh, I get it, because I'm practicing it now.
Bless you.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, Whiskey Charlie?
Oh, it definitely does. Definitely does. Hey, and that's where it comes into, of course, with life, as we're talking about success, right? But you got to be repetitive to become successful, right? You got to be doing consistent of what you're doing to be successful, because you're going to come into challenges, you're going to come into hardships and stuff like that. But as long as you stay consistent and competitive with yourself and with the obstacles you got coming in front of you, you'll be successful no matter what. I mean, that's what, at the end of the day, you only get to beat yourself. You only can beat yourself, right? That's the only person that can beat you. Outside that, if you let anybody else chime in and tell you anything otherwise, then you're letting somebody else beat you, and then you're setting yourself up for failure, to me.
Absolutely. What's up, Big Yeti? Rinka says, without struggles, you don't learn. Without struggles, you're not trying. Without struggles, you don't appreciate. Without struggles, you're not growing. That is absolutely correct. Struggles, there is no such thing as losses in life. It's only lessons. Man, I got the sneezies, the coughs. I don't know what's going on. I'm eating fruit and hot sauce. I guess that ain't good. Only thing I'm missing is my Mexican chili powder right now. But without any of those struggles, then you're absolutely right. You don't grow from that. I like to say you have to be comfortable with being made uncomfortable, because that's the only way you grow. I can remember my first deployment with Big Rinka in 06 with the Hooligans. It was like our company commander was hard on us. For me, as my thought process, not really hard on us like I was no punk, I couldn't handle it, but he made sure he held us to the standard, and we had to work hard, and he led from the front, even when we was in country. You know what I'm saying? Even after we lost our first brother, you know what I'm saying? After we lost our first guy, it was like less than 24 hours. We was back out on Michigan, because he understood you're going to go through some hardships, you're going to go through some battles, but you got to get up and keep going. It's just like when you have an argument with your wife, you have an argument with, I just had an argument with one of my daughters the other day, and like really had a real blown fallout, dragged down argument to where we may not talk for a few days. And people are like, how can that happen as a parent? It's like, you know what? We all go through stuff. It's a struggle in life, because here's what I understand. My daughter is my daughter, but it's just another human being that I was called to shepherd to for a little bit of time, until that human being sees fit to make decisions for themselves. Because it's no different than us in the military and outside of that. We have people, team leaders, that say you should do your push-ups, you should run, you should read, you should study, you should do this, that, and the third, because apparently they're over you. But then we do exactly what we want to do. And it's a battle, it's a struggle, because you're only looking to find yourself, not to disrespect anybody else. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, no, I definitely understand that. Like
Yeah. No, go ahead.
no, it's one of those things that you've got to take a step back and set your priorities. I think that's one of the biggest things though too is
Mm-hmm.
set your priorities. What's most important to you. What do you want to succeed in life? If you don't set those priorities and you don't set back and realize what's most important to you or what you got going on, then you're going to derail yourself. So I was talking to a friend the other day, and I'm not going to put out anybody's name or anything like that, but I have a coworker that is not doing too very well. He had a buddy that was shot during somebody was
Mm-hmm.
pretty much trying to steal from him,
Mm-hmm.
and he stood up and then didn't get the best end of the backside of it, but he took it to heart, and he had a lot of things on his mind, and I had to step in and help him out. And we always need somebody to come in and just chime in a little bit. I mean, ultimately, it's
Mm-hmm.
not me that's really was helping him. He helped himself, but it takes a battle. It takes a friend. It takes somebody to be there to, just let you know that everything's gonna be all right. And if they need support, if they need your help, to reach out there and just give them that help they need.
That's true. I think at at different stages and different ages in life, we get it in a different way. It's just on us to define what we're looking to get. In the military, you're looking just to get through a smoke session. You know what I'm saying? You understood at some point in time, like this, as much as they're beating me down with smoking me, it's only making me better. Even if you didn't like school, you understood at some point in time, as much as they making me read and I don't like it, the more I read anything or put my mind on something, the more it's making me better. It's all a process of teaching you that you're going to go through the struggle. At what point that you get it is at the point that you accept that the struggle is going to happen, but you can't overcome it and do it. I think that's why it's easy for Army guys and men to not be so offended in a homophobic way. The world makes it that way because in most arenas of life, and definitely in sports and Army, they put you in some homophobic situations. You got on an Army bus when I did in like 99, and maybe it's just different times. It's like, yo, nut to butt, tighten up. It's always more space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nut to butt, man. Love Thursdays. That's what we're talking about here, right? Wait, hold up. I got just heard a hot point in there, and I decided to chime in.
Yeah, I bet you did, Whiskey Charlie. So, but that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? But you understood seriously that wasn't the point that they was trying to make. What they was attempting to express was teamwork. You got to work together to do this, and you're gonna be put in some uncomfortable situations. It's
Yeah.
like that in everyday life, man. In your marriage, in the building with your children, attempting to get your priorities in order, and your business. It's like that in every situation in life. The point that you get it is when the point that you accept you may not have everything that you need, but you are willing to learn. And that's the beginning of getting it to be able to move forward. Because as I said earlier, being uncomfortable in life is the only way we grow in life. Come on, man. Y'all got to let me know what y'all thinking about that in the chat.
What makes me clean that door?
What?
Put that metal down, let it set
He
all
just like
night.
walked away, disappeared as he was going in and out. He finally get internet and he decided to walk away. Did anybody actually watch the NBA finals? Anybody actually watch the interviews with Giannis Antetokounmpo? Does anybody even care about that? Or as I backtrack, anybody that may have came on late, your 1 minute win, your 1 minute war, what is it? Something that you wore and what in life and you're looking to get through? And what is it? Something that you won that with your family or just with yourself over the last few days? As Whiskey Charlie, I think he's come stumbling back in.
I had to go. I had to go to a latrine, man.
Oh, okay, cool. I appreciate that. That's a good thing because I have to do the same thing. So once you get set up in, I'm gonna disappear too
Oh,
and let you take it over just by you.
well, hold up a second. were you talking about anything? Were you talking about anything?
Yeah, I was asking, to be honest with you. I was asking anybody that may have came on late, did they have a 1 minute win, 1 minute war? And I was still piggybacking off his struggles and the things that we all kind of go through in life and learn through, even in the infantry, But at the same time, the point that we get it is the point that we understand that struggles gonna happen, and if you're willing to face those struggles, that you can overcome it. So that's kind of where I was at with it.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
got that? That worked for you?
yeah, yeah. And even if I don't, I'm just gonna fucking wing it, bro. That's what I
Yeah,
do best.
there you
That's
go.
wing it. Yeah,
You want me to
just like
leave
I
you-
was.
What would Joe Dirt do?
Hey, look, I was sitting here farting earlier, and that shit smelled so horrible, bro.
All right,
It
I'll be
was
back.
so bad. Hey, I'm just gonna throw this out there. It was warm. It was hot. It was steamy. Yeah, but outside that, I hope all you grunts watching and anybody else
Hey,
watching.
it's like I'm still here, but I'm just not right here. He got my 6 right now, so
Oh,
he got my back.
yeah, I got his back. Yeah, I got his back. You get in there taking a boo boo. We gotta make sure we got each other's back, whether it's boo booing or eating. I don't know if any of y'all have seen, but the other day I found a care package at my workplace. This care package was awesome. I found a box of MREs. Not a whole lot of people are a fan of MREs, but I can tell you this much. I was and I still am a fan of MREs, and the best thing about it is that I got out of those 16 or 32, 16 MREs, I was able to find one Chili Mac. Yes, that was the bronze star of that fucking care package. It was dropped in the middle of my Home Depot parking lot with a bag of concrete sitting on top of it. So if any of y'all watching here have a favorite MRE that you'd like to chow down on, please comment on there. Definitely, I'm a fan of the chili mac. I'm a fan of spaghetti, and I would say probably the ravioli. Those are probably my top favorite. And if you've never tried them, you definitely got to try those three flavor. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but it sounds like Big Sarge over there grunting pretty fucking hard, taking a boo boo. Never mind, could be somebody screaming in the background. He needs some support. Somebody need to cover him while he's taking a poo. Oh man. So does anybody have anything interesting that's happened in their life this week? Anything?
Hey man, did you walk away too? How you walk away from the show?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I didn't walk.
Where did
I was right here. I was.
go?
I was. Oh, look, there you go.
Beef stew
I was
and spaghetti. Where did I walk into?
I was asking. I was talking to him about that care package I found in the middle of the parking lot. I sent you the picture of. I was talking about the Chili Mac MRE that I got out of that bronze star one. And Robert here said I asked him which one they like, and he said he liked the beef stew and the spaghetti. I told him I'm a fan of the Chili Mac and spaghetti and ravioli, man. Those are my go-to.
Oh man, I think I got a couple of my. Of course, I had the spaghetti was probably one of my first ones back in '99. That was probably like a good one. Then the chili mac, I think I got on chili mac. Then I got into the beef stew. Of course, that was a good one. And then I got into I started getting into the vegetable one, like just the veggie tortellini one and the vegetable penne pasta.
Yeah.
Those had good snacks in it too, and they had cheese in a good mix. So I would go after those as well. So I got 2 cases of MREs in the garage right now, brother.
I got a total of 3 now, but I can tell you this much. I would say the worst one that I have tried, and I think a lot of people can vouch on me on this one, is the egg and cheese omelet. You couldn't put in, man, you could put every bit of Tabasco that came in that bad boy on it, and it would not change the flavor. I remember taking and crumbling it up and putting it on an ant pile, and they wouldn't even come out and eat it. That's how bad that shit was, and that was in Georgia.
That was back. I guess, I don't know. I've never been so unfortunate to get the egg omelet. I've always, and if I did get something so horrible, I guess I just figured out a way to trade or whatever, but I just never would go for that one. But yeah, that just sounds horrible because there was some bad ones in there, man. When I got in 99, I knew that the Army didn't care about us when I had the freeze dry fruit. Like you just put it in water and then it kind of grows like a chia pet. I was like, oh man.
Oh shit.
What is this? So
yeah.
It was but anyhow, yeah, it was interesting.
Hey, big old Rodriguez is on.
What's happening? You had to heat that crap up. Oh yeah, you definitely had to heat it up. I would put my cheese in. I would attempt to heat my cheese and my spaghetti at the same time, and then put my cheese in there and mix it up with some Tabasco sauce, and then that made it easier to choke down that wheat bread because that wheat bread was a killer.
Oh, I love the bread, bro. The bread with the jalapeno cheese.
Man. I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it was a killer.
I can tell you this much. I was trying to search for the new box MRs that was left, that care package that was left for me. I tell you what, they gave how the hell the fucking military. Well, I can't say that because we know they all fuck up. But you give 2 jellies, you don't give no fucking peanut butter. Like who the fuck does that? Come on, man. You gotta give me at least one thing of peanut butter, one thing of jelly. Don't fuck around, and don't give me fucking bread, and don't get me any fucking cheese spread. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have one. You know.
So like, I guess that goes back to the topic of discussion as we get ready to close out the show. At what point that you get it that the military wasn't a lifelong thing for you that made you walk away to start to discover you? Because you do discover simple shit like you don't even get good toilet paper. Some bathrooms don't have star doors. You just the number. It don't really matter. You get in trouble for burning yourself, so you got to be doing it for love of country. But at some point in time, you get to a point where doing it for love of country ain't enough. You have to do it for you. Do it to raise your family. Have your own place, create your own space. At what point did you get it? Like, yo, I'm in this thing called life for me to help other people too, but I got to discover what I need to do for me. So what point did you get it, man? That's what I want to leave y'all with. What point did you get it? And then when you got it, how did you add to it? How did you make it happen? And then how can we help somebody else? How can we help our brothers, man? If you have an idea how we can help our brothers get to the next life, to a level of life that you at, where you know they probably could get some help at, whether it be financially, I ain't talking about giving them money. I'm talking about teaching them, whether it be in your health, whether it be in your mentality. Maybe it's something that you got to a point to that you know a brother around you haven't got to. How do you get to that point of helping them? Each one teach one, man. That each one teach one. And being in the infantry, man, turning blue, we ride together. So, hey, at what point did you get it for you? And the question, the follow-up is, how do you help somebody else get it for them too, based on the things that you've been through? You all good over there, Whiskey Charlie? You got something you want to lead the people with?
Oh, no. I got no, right now, my little one, she's wanting daddy, so
I see.
She's
I
not
know.
wanting to go down. So
all right.
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. Hey, you guys, we'll catch up with you. We'll let you know what the next show will start. We always like throwing fragos in just like the military does. So who knows? We may do it in 2 days and we may do it in 5 days. But if you're liking the weekday thing, just give us a shout. Let us know. If you like the weekend thing, just let us know. Make sure you're on here, like, sharing, and commenting. Appreciate everybody that was in here chiming in and letting us know, giving us feedback on and answering the questions and stuff like that. So if you got anything that you want to talk about, just give us a shout. Let us know, man. I'm trying to challenge old Sandy Balls since he was going to do all this crazy talking. See if he wants to join up on the show next week. Yeah. And I think I got a pretty sweet topic we can talk about next week. So I'll get
Sounds
with Big
good to
Sarge
me.
and we'll go from there.
Hey man, thank y'all for tuning in and joining in. Be sure, like you said, to share this video, comment down below. Let us know what will help y'all. Let us know how we can really help y'all in order for us to grow. Because this is your platform too. We're just the ones that started this thing to help you like it's helping us too. So let us know what y'all need to grow. Don't be afraid to come on the show. You see what it is. We having fun just talking real reality and things in life that helped us get through targeting a specific demographic that know you, the infantry, true blue. That's it, man. But let us know in order for us to really grow. We only are strong as our weakest link. You know what I'm saying? We only as strong as our weakest link, and we always had to go back and pick up the last man, leave no man behind. So let us know what's on your mind and how we can grow, and we will talk to y'all next week. As Whiskey Charlie said, be sure that you will know and look out for just look out for videos and look out for posts, because you know I'll be getting my ruck on too. And Whiskey Charlie be cutting the grass and showing you how other grunts get down and how he do what he do. Always doing something to get it done. So post what you're doing out there for fun in a page. Post out if you working out. Post out, if you rucking. I know it's a couple guys out there that ruck. So post what you're doing. Let's build this community too, man. We want to get to know you. So we aren't just talking to you. We building with you. That's it for real. I'm done. I'm through. I'm like that old first sergeant who just keep on talking to you. But peace, go on past, leave. I'm through.
All right, Captain Smart.